Hello my students and scientists, and welcome to the last review of stuff I have been lent by Bart. We've got some big ones, and probably some of the more important characters today. We have Transformers Cybertron, Optimus Prime, and Metroplex. Oh laddie, it's Metroplex. So, we're going to start with Metroplex, just because I want to get the big Scots out of the way. And first of all, yeah, it's Drillbit. For those of you who were in my last review, which I'll be posting soon, I thought this guy was Leader 1. No, this is Drillbit, a modification and slight overtool of Leader 1. I don't need to do his articulation, so we'll just transform him. Arms rotate all the way around. Bring out the drills, and fold this up. And here he is. Now, we'll just take out the big fuck you stuff, which is it. Drill bit here attaches onto the bottom of the bucket excavator there. But not only that, if you flatten out his legs, can fit onto any of the ports on Metroplex here. So let's talk about Metroplex's weapon. We have a big old bucket excavator with a shovel at the end. For when you truly need to tell someone to bucket it. It's very nicely done with the golds, the blues, the light greys, and the blacks. I kind of wish there was a bit more detail picked out. I may do that, may not. But yep, a little bit of articulation. This bucket can spin. So you can spin this way if you want to use it for usual. Very nice ratcheting joint. The 3 sections on the bucket have there, and there. Ratchet joints, and they're very clickety. And this bucket opens and closes. And of course, to get it to hold, there is a post there that fits into a hole on Metroplex's hand. It's a very loose connection. You just hold his hand, and he can just hold it there. Now, he's a Cybertron figure. You're probably thinking, how do you access his Cybertronian planet key? Well, for those of you, and we'll just take it off, who'd like to know, you come to this part, fold it, and this will lock into place there. You take your Cyber Planet key, fit it in there, and now his bucket is a laser. Now we can shoot a laser at people. And if you've got the Cybertron Megatron toy, you can recreate the scene where Metroplex proceeded to beat the shit out of Megatron. And if you've the Galvatron and Cropozone. But, yep, so getting down to the figure himself, he is a big character for 2006. Now, rumors have it that in the Transformers Legacy line, this bad boy is getting a re-release. I look forward to it. But, yeah, well, give him a bit of a roll around. He is a massively tall boy. As you can see, compared to G1 Superior, Knockoff, and Prime here. Articulation-wise, his head is on a swivel joint, so you can swivel here. Arms can do a 360. They are, by the way, very ratchety. Arms can go in, or out, in. Swivel up here. Bend at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist due to the way the hands are molded. A waist rotation, which is the softest of the ratchet joints. Legs go back that far, and with a little bit of support, he can hold that. They can go forwards that. Well, not that far. This far. And they can come out, like so. You have over 90 degrees of bend at the knee. And foot articulation. But no ankle tiltage. Alright, so it's transformation mode time. First of all, rotate the head around and bring the guns forward. Fold up these 2 flaps, and there you've got the head. Bring this entire assembly up. You'll want it. Fold down this section of the waist and rotate that. There is a reason for this madness. There's a method to my madness. Oh, hang on a minute. bring this up, then fold this all the way up, because you want this spot to be up. Bring the arms down, fold them around, bring the arms back. Second verse, much like the first. Now you basically want to break his legs. That was musical. And you want to fold them. Fold this down and basically organ construct himself until he's like this. You see these? You want to move this up just so you can get these two blue tabs out. Now, if you've done this correctly, these two tabs should slot into there, giving you access to that. And there you go. Here is Metroplex in his vehicular mode. And thank you, Nightcat Gaming.
You didn't bring the alarm down.
Did I?
No.
No, I didn't. Oh, shit. Yep, thank you, Nightcat Gaming, for pointing that out. Now, we're not fully done yet. You take the bucket, you fold up, and like so. And bam. You pop that in there. There's two double pegs that pop in there. And bring a drill bit in, and you shove them up there. So he is based off the Bagger 228 bucket excavator. And we never see him really take this form too much on the show, as you can see. It is chonk. Like, I've seen much about the Cybertron lines, but the Cybertron line is chonk. I mean, if you remember Jetfire and some of the other figures I've reviewed from Cybertron, you know that they are chonk, even the deluxe hotshot I reviewed. So, yeah. We'll move Metroplex off to the side. Because I actually quite like him. And I do hope the legacy rumors are true, that we are going to get a new version of him. And Optimus Prime. So, this is Transformers Cybertron Optimus Prime, or Convoy, if you're in Japan for Galaxy Force. And I will state this now, his backpack is very, very loose. I actually have had to do some stuff, so as you can see, he is very nicely molded in the blues and the reds. I know they redid this mold in black. Fun fact, you can open up his chest. You want to bring up the waist just to bring that part down, and there you go. There is his matrix. You can actually remove it. I just have big old sausage fingers and can't. And frankly, I am. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up now. If you do have Cybertron Leo Breaker or Wingspan, a Wing Saber, you can actually combine them with Optimus Prime here. To do Wing Saber, you bring the arm back, fold it back up into Leo Breaker, and then you just tab him into that spot there. And then Wing Saber becomes a backpack and a chest piece. So articulation wise, the head is on a swivel joint. You do all the swivels. No ball joint due to the fact that the way it is. Arms are on a, could do a full 360. They can go in partly and out. Bend the fingers. Swivel at the elbow. Nothing at the waist due to transformation, but if you move this up, at least you can go forward that far. You can go back quite far, so you can actually do a football kick. Unfortunately, due to these wheels here, they can go out about that far. Bring that waist down. Yeah, unfortunately, that's one of the many problems I have with this toy. Swivel at just above the knee. Bend just over 90 degrees at the knee. And nothing at the toe. Now, Prime is very interesting because he was voiced by Gary Shaw. Or David K, I can't remember which. And this is his base mode. We'll get into a super mode in a moment. But, yep, he does have the ability to hold the gun. This is his gun, which does attach onto the truck mode, which I'll show you. And it has a post which allows you to fold it and hold it into there. So now he can be like, "You will tell me where the fire is, Megatron! You will tell me where the fire is, Megatron." So, as I mentioned before, Prime has a super mode. In fact, this was one of the many gimmicks of the Unicron Trilogy Prime. Here's his backpack. So, we're just going to untab everything. And this is unfortunately very loose. But I did fix this up. And this is where you can store the rifle when Prime is not using it up there. This actually didn't have a connection, so I had to fix it up. But considering that this toy is over 10 years old, so let's get him into super mode. First of all, you want to come in here and pull up his base plate. Come to the back of the feet, and pull these down, and fold them around. Like so. They actually do have a little bit of a point where you can. So now he's got them boots that were made for walking. These parts you pulled off before, you want to split them apart, fold down and around this gun, and then these two posts will tab into there and into there. So now you've got a full heel, which I actually think is brilliant. But fun fact, they actually did re-release this toy in the War for Cybertron Siege line as Galaxy Class Prime. You come to the backpacks, unfold, and rotate 180 degrees. Bring the guns up behind the wheels. Just brings it up a bit more easier. So you can do this much like the first. Like so. Untab these two parts. And then there is a railing up here that you want to align everything with, and it will fold in like so. Bring it down, tap it into place. And now Optimus Prime is back heavy as hell. Yep, so here is Optimus Prime in his Galaxy upgrade mode. Now to bring out his guns, you fold them out and around. And now Prime is packing heat. What was that, Megatron? You threatened those orphan kids? Well, and of course Prime's Cyber Planet key is on this gun and this gun alone. So you bring it in and you plop it in the back, and now he's got a I'm a firing laser. Blah. Pew. That's really all I can say about this. This thing is... Oh, no, there's another Cyber Planet key on this gun. So we'll just spin him around. And goes up at the bottom of the barrel there. And then it just pops out some stuff. Yeah, it pops out the double blasters here. Now, I don't have any of the missiles for them because in the 10 years that Bart has had them, they have gone missing. As you can see, he can't exactly stand, and articulation remains the same. So let's get this big boy into truck mode. First of all, you want to untap these parts here and slide the whole backpack off to restore his back ability. Fold down these two parts, try and move out of the way. Rotate these back 180 degrees and fold them in. Just because it's easier to do. Sit them off to the side. Untab these two parts and then knock over everything. Tap them back on. Tap them back together. Spirit, my dude, how are you feeling? Now, just because this is easier, these two posts are going to fit into these two slots right in the back of the jet truck mode. But what you also want to do is you want to bring up and fold around these two guns. And yes, while they're in the other mode, you can swing them around. Just to make this a lot more easier on you in future. Oh, come on. Come on! And that was part of the fit review where the toy fights you. Yep, and there we are. Once you've got everything in place, that should all now be nice and squozen. Come down and fold down the guns. Come back to the figure now. Break his arms. There's a message. Pop down his head. Fold the arms. Like what we used to try to do as kids. Like, you try to bend them the other way. And fold them down. Tab them all together. And now you have Prime, but he's got both Leo Kaiser, Leo Breaker, and Nemesis Breaker. Aha, Megatron, how does that make you feel? Fold back the two side windows. Make sure everything is nice and squozen. I love the squozen. Fold down and straighten out, if you want to bring these up, the feet. Tap the feet, the legs together. Bring up the legs. And now you have Optimus Prime in his truck mode. And it's actually a very nice looking truck. It's definitely more unique than most of the other ones we got. And I think the other one that followed through was Transformers Animated. So yeah, it's a fire engine. And of course, you can see I have had to do a bit of repair work up here. This one actually did break when I received it. And I actually think it was just due to the way that it may have been put in the bag. Now, you can take the backpack here, and these two posts and these two slots are going to go there, and there, there, and there, and then these two are going to go into those two. Line everything up. And untap, and then basically have an argument with the figure. Like, come on, man. It's because it's on camera now. He's camera shy. Get everything nice and squozen together, and here we've got Prime in his truck mode with trailer. Yes, you can still use the Cyberplanet Kigo. I really need to put out that fire. Men in the morning. And of course, drop the Cyberplanet key into him. Yep, and of course, if you remember in the show, he could fly. Unfold, and pop these up, rotate these down. And now you have the Flying Truck of Death. Cybertron was a very interesting time in my life. So there has been, and I want to say a huge thank you to Bart for lending me the Transformer figures you've seen, including a few things. What I don't like about a lot of these figures is the looseness and the fact that they're very, very dirty. And poor old Metroplex over there has a bit of sun fade on them. But, yeah, if you'd like to see me review other Transformer figures, do let me know in the description down below. A huge thank you again to Nightcap Gaming for sacrificing his morning to help me review, well, to be my cameraman.
You owe me.
I know, I owe you the mortal souls of Julius Caesar.
No, I want something even more expensive.
I mean, the mortal soul of Julius Caesar is pretty expensive, my dude.
I want the mortal soul of Jesus Christ.
I can't get you there because it's predicted by the religion.
Fine, fine, free sodas. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. So, yeah. In passing, I love the Cybertron line. It reminds me of my childhood and gives me a lot of nostalgia. I also love the fact that a lot of the line was ratchet joints and thus was very, very clicky. But for a toy line that's over 10 years old that has seen some resurgence in Wolf Cybertron Siege, for example, Hotshot and Prime here, and of course with the rumours that this bad boy may be coming out, I really do hope that's true. Anyway, this is Dr. G1 Superion, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!